Machine learning (ML) is one of the most exciting and rapidly growing fields within artificial intelligence (AI), but it often seems complex and intimidating. Whether you are a business owner, marketer, or simply curious about AI, understanding the basics of machine learning doesn't have to be overwhelming. In this video, we will break down what machine learning is, how it works, and how it can be applied in simple, non-technical terms. What is machine learning? In its simplest form, machine learning is a subset of AI that enables computers to learn from data and make predictions or decisions without being explicitly programmed. Instead of following specific instructions written by a human, machine learning systems improve over time by identifying patterns in data and using these patterns to make informed decisions. Imagine teaching a child to recognize pictures of cats. At first, you show them various images labeled as cat and not cat. Over time, the child starts to understand the common features of a cat, like its shape, fur, and ears, and can recognize new pictures of cats without needing to be told each time. This is similar to how machine learning works. The system learns from the data and applies that learning to make predictions or decisions. Types of machine learning. Machine learning can be divided into three main types, each with its own approach to learning from data. First, supervised learning. Supervised learning is the most common type of machine learning. In this approach, the machine is trained using a labeled dataset, meaning the data includes both the inputs, that is features, and the correct outputs, labels. The goal is to learn a mapping from inputs to outputs so that the model can predict the correct output for new unseen data. Example, a common use case is email spam detection. The system is trained on emails labeled as spam or not spam and learns to classify future emails into the correct category based on features like subject lines, content, and sender information. Second, unsupervised learning. In unsupervised learning, the machine is given data without explicit labels. The model must find patterns and relationships in the data on its own. The aim is to group similar data points together or reduce the complexity of the data. Example, customer segmentation in marketing is a good example of unsupervised learning. A business might use unsupervised learning to identify different groups of customers based on their purchasing behavior, even without knowing in advance what these groups will be. Third one, reinforcement learning. Reinforcement learning is a type of machine learning where an agent learns by interacting with its environment and receiving feedback in the form of rewards or penalties. The goal is to learn strategies that maximize the total reward over time. Example, reinforcement learning is often used in training AI for games. For instance, a machine learning model can play a video game like chess, learn from each move it makes, and gradually improve its strategy based on the feedback it gets after each game. How does machine learning work? At the core of machine learning is data. The process of training a machine learning model involves the following basic steps. Data collection. The first step is gathering data. This can come from a variety of sources such as customer databases, websites, sensors, or even social media. Next, data preparation. Once the data is collected, it must be cleaned and formatted properly. This step often involves removing duplicates, filling in missing values, and converting data into a usable format for the machine learning algorithm. Next, choosing the algorithm. There are various algorithms or models used in machine learning. Each algorithm has its strengths and weaknesses depending on the problem you are trying to solve. Some common algorithms include decision trees, linear regression, and neural networks. Next, training the model. During training, the machine learning algorithm uses the labeled data in supervised learning or the input data in unsupervised learning to learn by finding patterns and relationships. Next, evaluation. Once the model is trained, it's tested on new unseen data to evaluate how well it performs. This is where the machine's ability to generalize from its training data is assessed. Next, making predictions. After the model is trained and evaluated, it's ready to be used for making predictions or decisions based on new input data. Real-world applications of machine learning. Now that you understand the basics of machine learning, let's take a look at how it's applied in the real world. Recommendation systems. Services like Netflix, YouTube, and Amazon use machine learning to recommend shows, videos, and products based on your past behavior and preferences. Image and speech recognition. Machine learning powers image recognition systems in apps like Google Photos, where the system can identify faces or objects in your photos. Similarly, voice assistants like Siri and Alexa use machine learning for speech recognition. Next, fraud detection. Banks and credit card companies use machine learning to detect fraudulent transactions. By analyzing patterns in spending behavior, these systems can flag unusual activity and prevent fraud. Next, autonomous vehicles. Self-driving cars rely on machine learning to understand their surroundings, make decisions, and navigate safely without human intervention. Next, healthcare diagnostics. Machine learning is increasingly used in healthcare to assist doctors in diagnosing diseases. Algorithms can analyze medical images and predict conditions like cancer based on historical patient data. Benefits of machine learning. Automation. Machine learning automates repetitive tasks, saving time and reducing the need for human intervention. Improved decision making. By analyzing large amounts of data, machine learning helps businesses make more informed data-driven decisions. Personalization. Machine learning enables businesses to personalize services and products for individual users, improving customer experience. Why you should care about machine learning? Machine learning is transforming industries by enabling smarter decision making, automating processes, and improving efficiency. Whether you are a business owner looking to leverage AI or simply someone interested in the future of technology, understanding machine learning basics will help you better navigate the rapidly evolving tech landscape. With AI becoming a fundamental part of various industries, getting familiar with machine learning concepts can give you a competitive edge. Don't worry if you don't have a technical background. The core principles are straightforward and can be applied in a wide range of fields. Thanks.